Or
okay, I'll behave.
That's okay. Maybe we should just find this. Right. Hey everybody. Why? Okay, hang on. There. Oh, Madeline, wait a minute. Madeline says,
Madeline is live.
Me. All right, hey guys, we're just working here, trying to get things set up and ready to go. We had a nice conversation because right as we were going live, Susie said, "There's the fox." So we had to look at the fox instead of the squirrel. So welcome everybody, and we're so excited. I can't even tell you this release I was actually nervous about, but I think when you see the sample, you're gonna say, whoa. It's amazing. So guys, if you want to mute while we're doing this, that'll be good. Thank you. All right. So behind the scenes, we have some team members, and there's Susie. Thank you for coming, Susie. She is organizing me, thank God. And so we hope that this is going to move along pretty well, but I got to tell you, we have so many samples, you're not going to believe it. The dies that we're talking about, I don't have the packaging yet, but this one is called the Geometric Box, and that's my dishwasher. Oh, Susie's leaning on my dishwasher. Makes a little tinkle bell sound, Tinkerbell. This is the sunflower, which we're going to take a look at in a minute, and you're going to see a bunch of samples. This is a steel rule die, really exciting because you can cut so many different materials, and you're going to see that. And then we have a silverware embossing folder, which I don't know about anybody else, but I love to collect old mismatched silver. And so I had quite a big collection there, and I thought, wouldn't that be a cool thing to, wait a minute, I'm just trying to mute. Karen, do you think you could mute your?
Oh, sorry.
I think I can hear.
Me. Bad me.
So anyway, I think let's get going on this. I'll do my official hello. My name's Eileen Hull. I design dies for Sizzix. I've been with them for about 14 years. So every time I think, oh, what am I going to make? And somehow magically ideas come to me. So I hope that you like them. I hope that I did not touch one thing.
She wasn't touching anything.
Susie will verify. I did nothing to deserve that. It just said, check your stream. You're out of the thing. All right, let's say hi to everybody. Okay, there's Pammy Jo Bray. How are you doing, Pam? Hi, Charlotta. Kathleen, good to see you. Naughty. Karen's naughty. She didn't mute herself. There's Glum, Suzanne. There's Susie, who is also here. Hi, Angie. She's two places at once. All right, there's Lisa. She tells me we're good. There's Alicia. Who else? I probably missed a lot of people here in my brief. I said Charlotta. Okay. There's Jenny. Laura. Okay, let's go from the start here. There's Anne from Rhode Island. How are you doing? Oh, there's Sizzix. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Sizzix. Yes, Teresita, Barbara, Carol, Sharon. Good to see you, Sharon. Tammy, Gina. Helen, Laura, I don't know if, yep, the two Lauras are here. The Michigan Lauras. There's Angie from Sizzix, Jenny Marples, Elaine, Tanya, hey Tanya, Judy, Melissa, Jenny Atkinson, who lost her voice, so she will not be joining us, but hopefully you're going to see some of her beautiful, full work. There's Christy. Hey, everybody. Okay, I think I'm caught up, kind of. Yeah, there's Yvonne, Olivia. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I'm so excited about this. In a minute, we're going to go to the team and you're going to talk to some of them. And then we're going to go through all our samples. So prepare to be amazed. As I said, we're sharing our chapter 4 release from Sizzix, and I have a couple team members here that are going to talk about their experience with these dies. Basically, my inspiration behind this collection was when I saw this geometric box, I just was intrigued at how it worked, and I think I designed it really just to see if I could do it. And then I was thinking, what am I going to do with this? I mean, it holds stuff, but you know, you're never quite sure. Then I thought, you know, well, let's do a sunflower. I haven't done a flower in a long time. So then it can be a vase for the sunflower. And then I had this idea about silverware, and I found a way to tie it all in. Actually, it was something Susie said yesterday. Silverware, Thanksgiving, eating, invitations, recipes, family, gathering, all of that stuff. So, boom. So anyway, that is what is going on today. We have a giveaway. We have 2 giveaways. So if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to comment and answer this question. What would you make with these dies? Also, we will be having the same question if you want to answer that on the Facebook stream. If you want to wait, I'm going to look through all of the answers. So we will be checking that out. Last time, normally we don't ask the same question twice, but we had such good answers from that it actually inspired me to make a couple different things, and hopefully you. So we're going to throw that out there again. Just answer that whenever you want. If you're watching on replay, thanks for watching. This is probably going to be long, but hang in there. If you need to skip ahead, go ahead. If you're watching live, you don't have the option. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's get going with our show here. So I am going to add, if I can figure this out, I am going to go not be in the main screen. I'm going to add Sarah Lizzie. So Sarah Lizzie is coming to us from the UK. Take it. Oh, you're muted, Sarah Lizzie. You can.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and tell us what you did.
Yeah, so I've done 3 projects. This card I made I'm not too sure if you had to see the background of it. I'll tilt it a bit. So I've used the embossing folder as the background. I just kept it plain. Just wanted like a plain and simple card.
It's beautiful.
And then this spoon is from the, is it the teacup one?
Yeah.
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 And then so I've just embossed some silver cards with hearts on.
They're beautiful. Can you move that, like put that closer to the camera and kind of move it a little so that, and look at that. Check out those adorable little hearts. I love them. So pretty. Maybe turn a little, it's hard to see the embossing behind, but it's white on white.
Yeah, I'm trying to tilt it so you can get the light.
Oh yeah, okay, you're starting to, so
There's
pretty.
some pictures on my blog anyway, so if you've seen it, then it's on there.
Yeah.
So the second project that I've made is this box frame.
Beautiful.
So with the sunflowers, and then I've just used my Cricut machine to put the wording on the front of the glass.
That is so pretty.
I love the sunflower die. It's so good and versatile.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So the centers of the sunflowers, I've used distress ink around some brown distress ink. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, and the background.
Yeah, and on the background I've used distress ink as well.
Stenciled that?
Yeah, with a stencil, yeah. Just added some hearts just to.
I love it.
Yeah, just to make it blend in.
Yes.
And then the final project that I made with the geometric box die is a double. I did a double sort of vase and then put the ribbon in the center. Just to put the join in. and then the sunflowers.
It's amazing.
So cool.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of artificial leaves and stems, and
Well,
then
that's a good idea to fill it in. Yeah.
and then carved sunflowers.
Oh, I love it. Now, how does that stand? So it's the bottom is it's standing on the flat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It just stands up perfect.
Yeah. Wow. That is
Yeah.
so clever. How did you think of that?
I don't know, it just came into my head. I was like, oh, make a tall vase, make a flower arrangement. So on the blog, I've done like an in-depth step-by-step how I made it and how I joined them together and how many like holes and that I had to put in the
Great
top,
tutorial.
the top vase, and then in the bottom vase, I made a hole in the top to go all the way through down to the bottom.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Go over, guys. If you want to see how Sarah Lizzie made this, go to eileenhull.com. We have a blog hop going on today, which I forgot to mention also. That's happening right now. I think all our links are hooked up. So you're going to see some of these projects. If you don't see them on here today, they will be probably shown throughout the month. So any tips you have for us or anything interesting about while you were working with them? Or
no, just have fun. They're really good. I really, especially like the sunflower dye. It's really, I love plants and sunflowers. So that's my favorites.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, just experiment and have fun.
Yeah. Do you guys have sunflowers there? You must.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
There's so many varieties. I never realized. You know, when I was kind of researching the shape of it, it's like there's a lot of sunflowers out there. Yeah. Well, they are beautiful. When you showed me that picture of the vase standing in the window, I was like, I could hardly breathe. That was amazing. So thank you so much, Sarah Lizzie.
That's okay. Thank you.
You're beautiful. So everybody go over, follow her on. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, yeah. It's Shining Bright Arts, Crafts and Illustration.
Right. Okay. And same on Instagram and
yeah. I think on Instagram it's Shining Bright Arts.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so everybody make sure to follow Sarah Lizzie. All right.
See you all soon.
Okay, thanks. Let's go back here. Okay, who would like to go next? Karen or Madeline? Karen's raising her hand. Karen, we need your mic on. There we go.
On, off. Yeah, I'm not sure about my mom's Wi-Fi, so let me get on so I can get off.
All right.
So, yeah, different background. I'm in outside Montreal at my mom's, and it's been interesting crafting without all my supplies, but got a couple of things. So I made a book, from the Skinny Mini.
Yeah.
And this is just it's like amazing. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to make you not seasick.
Is that cardstock?
It's cardstock and luster wax, because I'm addicted to the luster wax.
Yeah, we all are.
And it's crazy. They look like they're real spoons or handles, real handles.
They are. I have them.
Yeah. But amazing that it's paper, right?
Yeah.
But the idea with this book, I haven't really put anything in it. I've used some 49th and Market, but I want to, if I was at home, I would have printed out. I'm going to put like photos of meals from restaurants with comment, like what restaurant, what meal it was, what I rate it. And also from Pinterest, because one of the challenges nowadays is you don't necessarily print out the recipes, and then I can never remember which ones I've used. So I'm going to put a photo of the Pinterest recipe that I can just look up on my phone, but again, and rate it. So I'm going to make a template and print out the
book for it.
Like sort of a form, to have it in there. Yeah. So that was that one.
Susie said that's genius because everybody takes photos of their food.
Right.
And whatever restaurant, you just leave and
and half the time if I even journal that restaurant experience, I usually don't put the photo of the food. I put the photo of the family or who I'm with.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just a good way, and just to remember, that used to be my favorite, and whatever. So, but then it's going to go in this book, and me, I had to not make a sunflower. You know, because heaven forbid I use it in sunflower colors.
Traditional
But,
way. Yeah.
yeah. So this was all gel prints, and I cut them out with the sunflower dye, and then I embossed each one with your glistening glass.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
And just layered it together, and then put a sprocket or a gear in the middle.
Cool.
And then I attached it. So it's my book.
Oh yeah.
And I just used, you know, those hair elastics you can get?
Yes.
Yeah. So I got one of those hair bands, pulled it apart, and just sort of put two together to make the band. So, but it's.
I just have an interesting comment from Glum. Don't
Yes.
all sunflowers have gears in the middle?
Yeah. Right. Mine do.
In parents' world, yes.
I know. Yeah. And squirrels, they eat them immediately. So. And so then the book is just made like it's a standard, but this is a skinny mini. I'd never used the full spine, so I didn't realize how wide it is. Again, 49th and Market. And the idea being, so I have a little Canada book for this trip, just using, that's photo play paper.
Neat.
And then I have a little mixed media booklet, and this is using the sunflowers again, but I've done them in black and then just doodled.
Cool.
And you might recognize these from Dollarama from when you were here in Canada recently. I just picked those up.
Good job.
Yeah, because, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's just got a little booklet to, you know, so the idea being then the good eats is going to go in here as well.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, I really prefer the elastic, putting the elastic so you can remove them. So
No, that is
that's
nice.
my
You
2
can work
cents.
in them, lay them flat. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, I had to make a book somehow. I tried with the geometric part and it just, I couldn't, my brain wouldn't figure it out. So this is the lid.
That is so, I know. I was trying to figure out.
I was looking at that going, I know
What
she
is
used
it?
to die.
I know it.
I know. I had to make a book. I was like determined. So it's a 3x3 inch mat board. So it's nice and sturdy. And I just put rings again, because I'm not home, but you could use one of the other spines from one of the other books,
Yeah.
of course, to make a more of a book. And I did a lot of inky, this is all Seth Apter's Aladdin ice on it, and just fun textures. And again, with the 49th and Market, and just making quick little
Collage.
pages of happiness, you know, gel press in the back.
Yeah.
There's my Cooper Hawk.
Oh, wow.
So the idea being, just take, how long does it take to do a 3x3?
Yeah.
Look at that sun. This was the other day, sunset, and that's the church I was married in. You can't even see it. It's
Oh.
tiny. But anyway, so yeah, so just from the newspaper, like whatever, gel prints and blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
So that's just kind of fun.
I love it.
And last but not least, I did a box, because you know me with boxes and things, I'm not overly brilliant with them. Let me see, figure this out. Okay, sorry, I'm trying not to make you guys seasick, but everything's in reverse. My brain just can't handle that. There we go.
That's pretty.
yeah.
So this is using the woven leather embossing folder
I thought it was.
on the mat board,
Oh,
and of course luster wax, because I have to put it on everything. I'm just utterly addicted to it. And the texture is just amazing.
yeah. Wow.
And then that's the metal sheets, the aluminum,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, from Sizzix as well. And so here, unlike the US, it's hard, like you don't go into every store and they have Christmas.
Yeah.
So in my photo, I used it for pens, but what I really wanted was to put, you know,
Ooh, I like Santa.
I know.
you know, isn't that fun? Again, Dollarama.
Are you bringing home any gifties?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, good idea, actually. But yeah, it's funny because we don't have a ton of hobby. Like Michael's is 30 minutes away, and they might have Christmas up here, but you walk into most of the stores and they've got Halloween, that's it. And in the States, we've moved on to Christmas already. Forget it. So yeah. So that's it.
I love it.
I love this.
Oh, yeah. It came out great.
My favorite. So yeah. So anywho, that's it.
Carol, Karen does flowers. Yay.
I know, right? I did a flower. It's true.
You did a box and a book.
And a box. I just out doing all kinds of crazy stuff. If you saw my mother's dining room right now, you'd be like, how did you create in this disaster? So I have some other projects, but they're at home because I stayed a bit longer than expected. So you'll see them at some point.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
did you find, since you're on the road,
Yes.
that it either made you freer to kind of use your imagination to make these come out, or do you feel like if you had all your stuff, it would have been different? Because when I travel, I feel like it's
hard
creating, you know?
Yeah. So I really had to plot out what I was doing. You know, I had some stuff started. I really had to plot out what I was bringing with me. And the frustrating thing was then I'd have an idea and I couldn't execute it. Like I didn't use any of your other dies because those ideas came after I'd sort of had my base idea. So it was definitely a challenge. I do believe though that, you know, you're forced to be creative with what you have with you. So that can be fun too. And I guess it was a bit faster just because I couldn't go to my massive craft room and get distracted with 90 million other products, you know? So, yeah.
I wondered if it was like that, you know, for other people too, because
it's
simpler, you know.
I mean, you would laugh. I brought more scrap supplies with me than clothing.
I would not laugh at all because I was on a trip, the first one that Karen came with me. Do you remember that, Karen?
Yeah. Yes.
I
was downsized since then. I'm much better.
Tell them though, just for the record, how many suitcases you had with you? Or bags?
Well, I think I had 7 types of things, but you know, one of them was a coffee maker because you always have to travel with your Keurig. So, you know, don't be crazy.
Size turquoise Keurig machine.
Yes. That has since died and it makes me very sad. So,
but we're trying to load this stuff in the truck and I'm like, what is she doing?
I have illusions of glory when I travel that I'm going to have all of this miraculous time to just create. And apparently when you're at a trade show, that's not
happening too much.
That's not happening.
I do the same thing though. I go out to the beach. I have 50 bags. And
I know. I think what it really is like right now I'm missing my stuff that's at home. It's like, oh, sad face. Because you just get used to, you know, your supplies. I know. You know, so and I think the thing when you travel, it's like, what if I can't do what I want to do in that when I'm in that mood, you know? So anyway, I guess we need to let go of that because there's only so much space, right?
Well, you did amazingly for, you know, you having limited stuff.
For improvising on the fly.
You did great. Yeah,
thank you. It's fun. It's a good release. You know, I'm not a big fan of boxes, and every time you make a box and I stamp my feet and then I start playing with it, I'm like, wow, this is actually cool. What else can I do, you know?
Thanks for your confidence in the...
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, just give me books. I just want books.
And we have plenty of them too.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks so much. And good job.
All right. Same to you. All right, let's go and see some of the content. Can you show the dies or the packages? Nina, I don't have the packages and I don't think the dies are showing up so well, but
links to your Etsy.
Yeah, you know what? If you go, or if Glum or somebody could put in a link to the Etsy store, they're in there individually, so maybe those will be a bit better. Glum says, don't listen to Karen, make more boxes. Right. And Laura would rather invest in craft supplies than clothes. I think I would. Yeah.
You can wear craft supplies.
Yes, that's true. You can wear craft supplies. All right, everybody is throwing in their ideas. That's good. Kathleen says that flower Karen made would be a wonderful closure on a journal. That's true.
Yeah, that's what I used it for.
Yeah.
So it wraps around. Right. It wraps around the journal.
Yes. Michelle says, I said I don't need another chapter. Ha ha ha. I'm so silly. Absolutely need these. Good one, Michelle. Angie loves looking at the team samples. She wasn't sure how she could use it, but now she has great inspiration ideas. I know. Same with me, Angie. That's true. All right. Somebody was saying an idea for the silverware to make them as like a bookmark or dangles or something. Anyway, I'll have to look through. I'm gonna go through here, and then I'm gonna want to just go in my room and not do anything. I mean, I'm gonna want to do all of this. Anyway, all right. Well, Madeline, are you ready to share with us? All right, you're on mute, and I'm gonna make you the solo layout. There she is.
Me.
Hi, Madeline.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good. Good. You have created so many amazing samples, and I'm going to show them when we, get going on that part. But
Okay.
what was fun about this collection? You must have had fun because you sure made a lot of samples.
Well, yes, I did have fun, but and a lot, most of the time, when it's a variety of things like this, and they're different, yes, the box is different, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do with this? Really? But then you start playing with it, and just by cutting it out and then moving it around and trying to figure out, well, how can I, you put it together the right way, or the way it's supposed to be, but then you start.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Right. It's got to be used. Got to have other ways of
Other ways, yeah.
Which I think I did in a couple of projects, and and of course the basic box is it's dimensional. It's got that geometric look to it, but by the materials you use, you get a different look to each of the two. And then all the little extra pieces that the die has with the triangles, you can look at those in a different way, which I think I did, with one of the projects.
Yes.
For you.
I know what one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I like that. I like that challenge. And at my age, I need a challenge for the brain.
See, we're actually helping your health, Madeline.
Oh, seriously, working on these kept me, busy. So, because I had some rough days just because, and knowing that I could go back to these projects and figure out and spend time trying to, what I could do. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, being on a team with Madeline, it's very intimidating because she starts kicking out these projects, and we have a private Facebook group, and I try really hard once we get the dies not to look in the group because you have an idea and it's like, oh God, Madeline already did that one. And it happens with all the designers. It's not just Madeline, but this time I have to say, Madeline, you did about everything you could do with that box, and I found one thing you didn't do.
That is true. Wait until you see it, and you'll love it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I get blown away too. I mean, really, when I see these ideas from everybody, it's like, it's just awesome. It's like, whoa, it's great.
Yeah,
It's, it makes it makes me want to kind of see, okay, this is nice. I mean, these are wonderful, and it's great that we can share these things with all these people out there that like all of these products that you design, Eileen. It's just wonderful.
And we all really like that you did the brain work for us.
Well, that's the thing though. When I design them, I have my ideas in my head. And sometimes I'm not even sure if they're going to work. But once you start designing one, you have to put it in to get made and all that. And sometimes you don't have the actual thing. It's kind of too late. So you have to make it work. So that's why when I send it to you guys and you do your magic, it's like, oh yeah, that does work. Okay. Phew.
Yeah. And there's a lot of magic out there from everybody. I'll tell you, it's just, it just amazes me. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of wows, like, you know, like,
I do too. I just sit there and shake my head and go, what?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the other thing that I like is that, you know, by having our samples out there and our blog hops like we have going on right now, hopefully people are taking a look at them and also going beyond, because I think a lot of people look at what's on the packaging and they think, oh, that's what it is. But it's so much more. And that's what you guys are doing, to share the thought that, you know, you don't have to make it look like that. You can make 5 of them and do like a little drawer or a caddy or, you know, whatever it is that, you know, it just kind of helps the whole community expand the idea and the possibilities.
Very much. I mean, I think that's with the dies that you have designed. I think that's, you know, not just for me, but I think for almost everybody out there. The more, you know, the more ideas they see, they are expensive, and you want people to get value out of them. So, you know, it's wonderful to make them as they're made to be made. But when you can expand on those ideas for so many things, it's just, it's helpful for us. It's helpful for you. It's helpful for the company. It's helpful for everybody out there.
Right.
You know,
It's to me, these are, I mean, and I love art for the sake of art, you know, but when you can use them too in practical ways in your life, like you have to make a birthday card, or you're making a present for someone, you might want to make it look nice, or you're giving a gift card and you want it to be in a cute little holder. You know, those are things to me that really make sense, because, you know, I love putting a little creativity in a gift like that, and just kind of sending the message that I care and I'm going to put my time into it, which I think, you know, some people appreciate and some don't. So, you know, I do it for the ones who do. But anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on that. But I'm going to show your stuff in a minute, and people are going to be out of their minds.
Okay, and I actually, besides what I sent you, I made a couple little things.
But wait, there's more. All right, I cannot wait, because these are unseen, right?
Yes, yes,
okay.
yeah. So it, I took your little box.
Oh my God!
And I made a little jack-o'-lantern out of.
It's adorable for your grandkids, a little treat box, or whoever.
Anybody. And this is just done with cardstock. And I put the paper onto heavy stock watercolor paper.
Oh wow!
So die cut it very nicely, and
and the leaves from your sunflower die.
Yes, in your twist and style handle.
Oh God,
you got it.
So, and then the eyes and the nose are from the die also.
Oh
yeah.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so smart.
And then I just made, I did I embossed cardboard.
Wow.
And then of course I used the luster wax in all 3 of them, because I love all 3 of them.
Yes.
And then made this little, you know,
pretty.
It looked like metal embossed. You know, a little container. And then the other one, and the only thing I used a couple of your dies, but I did use the sunflower on this. I made another shadow box.
Oh, wow.
But then I used the sunflower.
Oh, is that a double one?
Yeah. It's actually a triple one.
Oh, man.
So it makes it nice and deep.
Yes.
So it's you know, I love that shadow box frame, Eileen.
Oh, that is adorable.
But I did do the sunflower. And you know, and I just love the way this, you know, I love sunflowers too.
Yes.
So you know, I combined several Sizzix dies, yours and some others in that project.
Wow.
So that's what I have.
Oh, that's all?
That's all.
I'm kidding.
That's all.
Madeline, you know, I don't know if you saw it. Jenny put a comment. Madeline is a crafting machine.
I thank you all for that. I appreciate that very much. I feel the same way about everybody else.
Well, I certainly appreciate that about everybody, and especially you. So All right. Madeline's 97th project for this release, says Karen. Why not? She can't help herself. But hey, what a way to, get your creativity out. I mean, it's just great.
It is. It's helping me stay active and busy and keep my mind active. For me, that's very important.
No, I agree. Because my daughter does that Sudoku, with all the numbers and stuff. It's like, that is the last thing I would ever do to occupy my brain. But if I can make a little project and send out a card or something like that, that's like killing two birds with one stone. So of course I want to do that.
Yeah.
So, all right. I am seeing tons of ideas over in the comments here. Oh, there's Mitziana.
I haven't checked that because it's too hard for me to focus on.
I know, it's too much to look at. Yes. Taylor is giving a hint because Karen said she wanted journals. She says, keep your eyes out in 2023. Just saying. I didn't say it. All right. So we'll have to go through those later. But right now, I'm going to keep the show on the road here and show some of these actual projects that the team has made. So I am going to go full screen here. And we are going to go through, I think maybe we'll start with the geometric box, but they kind of mix together because some people use the box with the sunflower. So we'll just go through a couple and, start with the box and then, they all blend it. So speaking of Madeline, here is one of her gorgeous boxes. Look at this. Now, Madeline, you're still there, so chime in if you have any explanation of this. It feels like you used felt. Is that?
No, actually, that is, now see, I have never used the Sizzix, the texture sheets, but that is that is actually like craft text that I dyed.
Yes.
I lit
rolls. Yeah.
For the box, I covered the mat board, but for the other pieces, because it's thick enough, I was able to die cut them with all those little dies, and then just apply them, layer them on there to make it like a white on white design.
Yes, I love it. And then you found just the right flowers.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's so elegant, so beautiful.
I mean, you can do that with any color, seriously, and several different types of material. Same effect.
Well, that's the fun thing about the steel rule dies, how many things you can cut.
Exactly.
All right. Now, check this out, a double decker.
Yeah, that was the one that was like, I go, okay. Now that too I did with cardstock on top of heavyweight watercolor paper.
Oh.
So it makes the box much more flexible.
Oh, yes. I can feel it. It looks like mat board when you look.
But it's the heaviest weight watercolor paper.
Watercolor paper.
But so you can make it flexible, and so that I was able to glue the two boxes together to make it a little bit different shape.
Yes, I love it. That'd be a nice little caddy too.
Yes, it would be.
Or like if you had a mug, I bet you could see, because you can still squish it.
See how it moves. So, and that's because of the weight of the
right.
used.
And then you use the twist and style tool.
Yep, to make
the handle. Yep. And that's been a while since we have talked about that, but that's a tool that I designed with Sizzix, and it's still available. And what it does is it twists wire and soft things too, like embroidery floss. So that's how Madeline made her handle.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing some demos with that, because that does make a really great flexible.
You could use it for stems too, but I just, I was using the handles on the basket.
Yeah, I'll show you how I did it for stems, so we'll have a full picture of it. Okay, now this is glued in here, but Madeline made.
It's Velcroed in. There's a little Velcro.
It's Velcro.
You pull it out.
We were afraid to. Oh, look at that. Of course it is. All right.
I wish I'd known that last night.
That's right.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, you'll see in a minute.
Okay.
All right. It's not turning on though.
Well, it should. I mean, I think the battery was still good.
Yeah. It might. Oh.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a little reflection because there's only a couple.
We have a dramatic reveal. Everybody get ready.
There's a light in there.
Yeah, just
Isn't that cute?
a little
It's
like
hard to see, but it
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah, it's coming out these little holes.
yeah. I was going to add another hole on each of them in the low, like in the very tip, but I didn't do that. So you know,
It's beautiful. I
Yeah,
like
it's
how
just-
you did the corners here.
well, I cut. What did I cut? I used to dye and like a little strip, and then I just I am I scored it so that it would go over the edge.
Yeah, that's cute. And I also like the cording here, or
Yeah.
rope or whatever. It just kind of
Yeah, it's
finishes that off really
thin
nicely.
cording. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. So nice
Okay.
little candle holder. Simple.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Thank you.
All right, now here is a project from Sue Eldred,
Oh, that's
and she had a little Christmas tree in it, which was so cute. This is what I had, so I just stuck a, it's like an IKEA. I didn't have time to like plant it, but this is what Sue made, and I think the way she did it was to make the assemble the box and then put some texture coating on it in some way, like maybe just scraped it on. Really cool little farmhouse look. So you could do it for all seasons, actually. You could have like a little tree with fall leaves on it and, change out the leaves or something, or the plant, change your little tag. So that's really cute. That would make a nice gift if somebody was sick and you were bringing flowers or a plant, that would be very cute. All right, here's one from Joyce Miller. Now, this is also such a great idea to use it. She covered it with a map, and it's a little hard to see with the cellophane, but she took stickers and put them on. Whoa. And then the little houses, home. And then she added things that you might need when you're going on a trip. So like a little kind of bon voyage gift pack. So, but you could put anything in there, and you'll see in a minute. We have some from Pam Bray. Let's do all of the, Susie is going behind the scenes doing all of these things. And you can see these better on the blog too, but here's a little box from Pam Bray. And this lifts up like that. I'm going to take it off. And she added candy corn, which I can't believe it's lasted because I've had it for a week.
I didn't know it was there.
Yeah, well, we can, well, I'm not going to say, but we might have some later. We don't want the mice to get them. But look at this, little washi tape candy corns. So adorable. And look at these. She even decorated with the black cat and, or no, owl, sorry. Yeah, owl. Little decorations. And on here, she's got a little spoon. Is that the one? No, she has a tag and a little handle. Sorry, I can't turn this. Ah, going the wrong way. What does that say? Trick or treat. Ay, ay, ay. So that, and then we have another one. And in here, this lifts up. It actually came off in the shipping, and I was going to repair that, and I didn't. But she has even busy bees stop and smell the flowers, and then she's got the Burt's bees. So isn't that a cute way to give a nice little gift with a sunflower on the top?
And
Love
choose
it.
the elements too to.
Oh, right. The little, yeah. See, what that was supposed to be was, I was originally, when I did this die, I had a hole in the center here of the box, and that was to just kind of fill in the space. But now people have come up with all these cool ways to use it. Now, this is one of my favorites from Pam. I love the color, and I love the idea of embossing with the silverware in gold and aqua. I mean, how can you get any better than that? And then look at this top. Oh, Susie's got her light shining. Isn't that adorable? So this
But with
one,
the silverware, hold it up a little higher. Yeah.
yeah, look at how clear that comes out. And one of these things, let me find it, is actually, I was going to go through my silverware and show you, it's got like a little bride and groom at the top of it. I think it's supposed to be like a cake cutter or a cake server. Anyway, I love it. And I love the little handles. So cute, Pam. All right, now here's one from Maggie. Check out this gorgeous sunflower. I love how she curled those petals into the center there. And then she took graphic 45 paper and just kind of did like a nice mosaic-y looking triangle there. And then this nice garland around it. And this would be great for pencils or pens or brushes. You know, you could do a whole display on your desk with them. Now here's a couple from Tanya. And this is also so pretty. And it's got Tanya's style on it with some beautiful gold ribbon. You can't really see it here, but it is, oh, wow. I don't know what I did, but it all of a sudden got bright there. And there's foil in the paper. And then this beautiful flower, which is actually designed to be like the sepal, I think you call it, at the bottom of a flower, you know, with the little things that pop out. But, oh, thank you, Susie. So she made this really pretty flower with a flat back faceted crystal in there. So delicate, so pretty. Love it. And this, a pumpkin. Check this out. She's got a stem coming out of here with berries and just kind of a stylized pumpkin. So cool. What a cute decoration and so different. I love it with all her little touches. She always knows the right thing to add, as everybody does on this team. You do it. All right. So here's Susie's. Wait a minute.
Here's the idea that I came up with that Madeline hadn't exactly used. And I turned it into a nightlight. I used it. To me, I just thought mountains and night sky. Oh, and I used my, what is it? The Big Reach crocodile. Oh yeah, it is. It's on the ceiling. It's the lights are going all the way to the ceiling. It's projecting. So I'm sorry, I'm not good at this because I don't do it very often. Yeah. But I used the Big Bite crocodile thing and punched all these holes in it after I had put it together. And amazing. And the bottom, it's a flap. And I was trying to figure out how to make it stay on here because I thought Madeline's was so smart with the Velcro. I don't know why I didn't think that. But anyway, mine, I have a different kind of light. Mine twists on and twists off. Yeah. So I just used a glue spot, a Zot.
Yeah, okay.
And did it. So
with the little tab to open it.
So so there's my mountains and my night sky.
It is amazing. She told me yesterday, because Susie came up and helped me get this kind of organized here. And she's like, I have this idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to work. I think she almost wasn't sure if she wanted to try it because she wanted to make sure that all the details were exactly right.
Yeah, and, I plan things out on this completely before I make it. And I try to solve all the problems before I make them because I hate to waste anything, crap, mat board or anything. So yes. Anyway.
I enjoy nothing more than messing up in front of a bunch of people.
Thousands of our closest friends.
And trying them. But we all have our methods. Okay, now, check this out. Lisa Hole. Look at this beautiful flower bouquet. And I love how she filled this with fiber fill. What a great way to keep everything together. A cute little Halloween centerpiece.
So cool. The paper, the Halloween paper is so darling.
I know.
And all the flowers are different. All of them. They're all different.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's good because then you can use the different pieces in different ways and not make the same flower every time. It is so cute. What a fun thing to put by your door, by your, I was going to say by your phone. Nobody has a phone anymore. But, sitting in the middle of your table. I love it. It's so cute. She also used the twist and style tool to make the flowers. So we'll have to revive that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next. Is that it on the box?
That's it on the 3D.
Okay. I think you guys have some. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
One more. All right. I have to say, I made this one. This is the fun part. One of the fun things about this die. It's expandable. So a nursing home decor for the residents. I'm not sure what that one was. Oh, for the nightlight, maybe. So this is a yarn box.
That's a Halloween thing.
This is what I originally was going to do. I had some really cute candy corn tissue paper, and I was going to do the back layer with text and then the candy corn, but I thought this might be a little more interesting. So I just covered it with napkin decoupage. It's big. The hardest thing about this was trying to figure out how to make the bottom, because if you're making the original, it's a square. If you make it with 3 sides, it's a hexagon. And if you do it with 4 sides, it's an octagon. So each time you have to do some calculations. However, I already did them, so I'll be sharing them in a PDF once we get into this. But I love that you can expand the size of this box. It's about 7.5 inches around. And then this is the original, so just so you can see. And then Susie, can you hold up the other middle one? That is three versions of it. Okay, the other thing I was thinking would be fun is to make a stacking like caddy.
Oh yeah.
You know, with like a something up the middle, organized. Wait, yeah. So anyway, I had a lot of ideas. Not all of them got done, but I'm glad that I got this one done because you could put anything in there. I was thinking Halloween candy. I'm trying not to eat because anyway, I didn't do that. So the yarn works too. All right, so now let's move on to the sunflower. And this die, yeah, this is what Madeline was talking about taking elements and making other things out of it. So check this out. These are the little triangles that she assembled. Madeline, these are made out of cardstock.
That's cardstock. That's just 2 layers of kind of a heavy duty cardstock together, and then die cut, and then
you know what I love about this, that you did do both sides, so you could hang that in a window and you would see on either side, or even like kind of a mobile. Yes. You know, that'd be fun to do, like bigger, smaller, and hang down, or banner.
Yes.
I know, Madeline.
These are from that.
Okay.
Too.
Let me also show you, while we're on the trend of showing what to do with the parts. Hey, Donna. I know I haven't checked in a minute. Okay, Suzanne, everybody's here. Oh, Mitziana likes the stacking idea. She would probably put like skulls in them. Maybe. And Taylor would go nuts. Taylor would love it. So, all right, so let's go on. We have a couple more card ideas, and these were by Susie, which I thought was genius. She brought them over yesterday. I was like, no way. All right, so this one is a Christmas card, and she has taken that, I think the 2, and just kind of chopped them up. Oh, that's much better. And, you know, made this, and then the star on the top. And is that luster wax?
Yeah, luster wax. Just on that board.
So cute. What a great idea. So a couple little chunks. Is that mat board?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's dimensional. It sticks out. So adorable. All right, here's another one. And this one is kind of nature-ish. She's got the woven background, woven leather. And then she made mountains out of it. It's so cute. Explore nature. And those are my stamps for Maker Forte. So, and then what? You stenciled the background?
Yeah,
or you just inked it? Yeah, you could stencil or ink. Yeah. So you could use your gel press backgrounds kind of subtly, or what, you know, whatever it is you do. I love that. I like that you rounded the corners on that too.
Yeah.
Okay, here is another one. I didn't even read this, but it says, "'Tis the season to wear ugly sweaters." But again, she has taken those triangle shapes, made a tree out of it. I was thinking a banner, but I did not get the tree thing. So I love it. And, you know, what is this? Just a piece of paper that you matted, framed everything, just, you know, geometrically arrange it. I love that shape. Very cool. All right. So let's go on to the sunflower. And I'm sure you can guess who made this. Who could it be? Guess in the guesses in the comments. Isn't this pretty? So
too funny.
Madeline, is this cardstock? Yeah.
The flowers are cardstock.
Yeah.
The centers are
felt.
cardstock. But then, of course, on the felt, I cut the leaves out of felt. And that could be a banner, but could also be a swag that you would put
Right.
on the back of chairs or
Yes. Anywhere.
Anywhere. That's why
So-
the ribbons are double, so you can tie it onto
Okay.
your backs.
Oh, like on the back of a chair. You did say that. Madeline very nicely made me these little comments that talk about the project, and I read it when I got it, but then
That's okay.
but I have it to remind me. Okay, now here is this cute little brooch.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's fabric. That's fabric fused together with an iron on fusible,
wow.
and then die cut to make the flower. I mean the flower
cool.
into a pin.
And then a felt.
Felt
Yeah.
leaves and burlap. Actually, it's burlap cardstock that I used for the center of that one.
Burlap cardstock. Oh wow.
For the center. And then I just colored it, and then I touched it up with some of the
There.
wax, of course.
Cool. It's so shimmery. I didn't think you could see that, but now you can.
Yeah, that's the material. That was the material I've had forever.
Beautiful.
And
Like lame kind of or something. I don't know what that is.
it's not an organza. I forget. It's similar to that, but then it's double. Then
It's light.
yeah, it's very light.
Nice. So that wouldn't be, I mean, to put that on your coat or
A
something.
jacket,
Yeah.
Or
So-
even on the front of a purse if you got a plain purse and you want to dress
yeah,
it,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
anything like that.
All right. Now here is another great idea. Little wreath. I mean, sunflowers. It's that time of year. I love seeing the back of Madeline's projects because they're just as pretty as the front.
I learned that from SCA.
I know. Yeah. So very.
That material is like a buckram, so it's very it's kind of open, but it's stiff.
Yeah, like crinoline kind
Yes,
of. That's the-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crinoline. That's the word I was looking
It's
for.
I know. On the label of the stuff, it calls it buckram.
right.
Yeah, it got a little curled up, but I bet you could.
That's okay.
frame
Yeah,
it.
that's all right.
Yeah.
But,
But it looks real. I mean, it looks like sunflower.
Mhm.
They're not perfect.
No, they're not. They're all different.
Yeah. All right. Now here is a sunflower on a box. This was made by Maggie Harding, and she did 2 caddies and added this gorgeous sunflower. And I have to ask her how she did this center because it is amazing. I mean, it's hard. I don't know how to. Can you see that? I don't know what that is. What do you think? Like
It's
micro beads or?
Yeah, she melted
But it's
something.
bumpy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
we don't know.
thick.
Yeah.
So we'll have to.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We're so nosy. Okay. But wait, there's more. All right, this is from Sue Eldred. So cute. I mean, I would hang that anywhere. I was just thinking in my car, my mirror, which would block stuff. But it's so cute every time you just want to look at it. It says, "You are my sunshine." Perfect. And Sue's style is just so cute. Farmhouse, what would you say?
Yeah.
Farmhouse chic.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and I
She's
like how she
elegant
did
and
this
simple
shiny-
and always
Yeah,
just something cool
Always
though.
just right. Yeah.
Textures a lot.
I know. Yeah. I love it. It's like a wood. Wait, yeah.
On a little wood
A
round.
wooden round, yeah. And the perfect bow. Like a burlappy bow. Ah, love it. Okay. Now here is another stunner. Use a paper plate for kids project. That's a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I wish I could see. All right, everybody. It's gonna take me hours to read this after. Okay, here's one from Tanya. Are you ready? Look at that in the shadow box. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I love how she spattered it, you know?
She has that on the blog hop. I know I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she raised up the center of it so it's kind of domed, which also adds dimension. And I love this, the little sparkle of the beaded, what do you call them? Spray.
Mm-hmm.
And so fallish. And then the box is made, the shadow box is made probably with the biggest one and it's like a wood paper, so pretty. And on the background, she has some like doily, and this is the what do you call it? Skinny mini element in the background, and just kind of crunched up, so beautiful. All right, are we ready for cards?
Well,
You
those
wanna
are
do
sunflower cards.
Oh, sunflower cards. All right, Susie's got it all figured out. Okay, here we have a beautiful card from Joyce Miller, one of our new members, and she has
The background's the woven leather.
yeah, the boat background. I was trying to put that up a little. Yeah, so pretty. And I like how she did this, the leaves in kind of an iridescent, like sparkly.
Yeah, she
This-
popped it up. And
yeah.
the center, she has all these gems, and on the inside, the sentiment says something about shining.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have the most amazing ability to take an ordinary moment and make it shine. Sorry, I can't read. Oh, and I like how she signed it too. She's got a stamp. So pretty. Joyce is a card maker. Now here, this one is from Susie. So cute. I love this. And that, to me, goes with that. You know, it's good world. It is a good world. So, and in a minute, you're going to see the other half, what she did with
The other half of that.
this thing is so backward. So this is just such a pretty card. I also like that it goes up and down.
I prefer
do
to make,
those?
I make them like that all
Yeah,
the time.
They're
I don't
neat
know
because
why.
they're different. I don't know. I usually do them that way. So when I write, I can do like 5 words instead of 4 words, you know, but
Potato, potato.
yeah. Here's another one. Stunning, clean and simple, but so effective. These are raised up a little. They're kind of, yeah, you bump those up. And then you stamp the background.
Mhm. Yeah, just with Steve.
And then this is also from my one of my
Maker
stamps.
Forte stamps.
Yeah. So beautiful. Great fall cards. All right, now get ready. You do it.
You do it.
No,
I have to
come
hold the
on.
light. I have to hold the light.
Oh, she's shy. All right, check this out. This is a layout. It is crazy. She actually had her son and girlfriend go to the sunflower patch. Or
Yeah,
did you
Burnside
make
Farms.
them do that?
I didn't make them. I offered. I said I will take pictures of
Okay.
you if you go. And what I have to say, when you were talking about how many different kinds of sunflowers there
Yeah.
are, I was amazed at
I
the
know.
sunflower. They didn't have just one. They had like
Yeah.
18
I know.
varieties.
Every time I see them in like botanic gardens and stuff, it's like, that's one too? There's
Yeah.
gotta be tons
But there's
of-
the other half of the one from the card.
Yes. Isn't that amazing? I love it. It's like they're hiding underneath.
Yeah.
Sunflower smiles, and they look so happy to be there.
Yeah.
And that umbrella,
Oh,
that
yeah.
gold umbrella is just perfect.
They can't see. They're smooching under the umbrella.
Ah, I thought it was just her. Okay.
No, he's there.
All right. Now I have a little bouquet that I've created, and I've used different materials. And this is all the one dye, I should say. So according to what material material it is that you're making it with, it's going to have a whole different look. So I've made the cone flowers. There's a couple of those in here. I have a little felt one. I don't know what that is. I should do that out of paper because it would look more like a carnation. That's kind of what I had in mind. But when I did it out of the felt, it kind of puffed up a little. This one is made out of the Sizzix sculpture foam. I've got the bottom layer is paper, and then I added the sculpture foam and heated it so it curled in and inked it. And this center, that was the hardest thing. That I made layers of felt, and then I kind of squished it together and I put embossing powder. Anyway, that was a whole journey. But this is tissue paper, and that's the flower center. This one took a little while. This one is made out of felt.
It's stunning.
And I beaded that whole center, which took a good bit, but I love how it came out. More cone flower. This is kind of a dahlia effect. I should have done probably more layers of it, but I didn't have enough of the watercolor. But I can't wait to play with this. And we're going to do some tutorials. This is also like a dahlia. And this is done out of tissue paper. And it just, each material just makes it interesting. And I loved making this. So I had a jar of buttons and I just put them in there. And so we'll be doing some flower tutorials. This is ribbon, velvet, green velvet ribbon. Oh wait, this one. No, where is it? Yeah, this one. You can't really tell. We'll do it when I put the camera down. The lighting here is not good. I never noticed that before.
I'm just sitting here thinking I'm going to buy you a light because my arm's tired. They're not in the right spot.
All right, we'll get done with this. Okay, what else? Have we done everything?
No.
Oh,
no, are you kidding
but
me?
Wait, there's more. And more on the blog. Okay, so this is silverware. So look at this, a recipe book. This is by Joyce.
Yeah.
And check it out. You can put your little recipes inside these little plastic things so that they stay nice and clean.
And show the
I
front again
love
so
it.
I can put the light on it.
And this is the book box die. So look at how shiny and cool.
So much
Love
texture.
it.
It's awesome.
Okay. This one is from Madeline. Also a recipe book. Wait a minute. She trimmed down 4x6 index cards to fit. And it could, she says, could have dividers, which is a great idea. So inside here, she put index cards so you can write your recipes. And the binders, binder clips. So cute. All right, here is a card.
I did. It's just simple.
Oh, okay. This is from Susie. And
just on watercolor
invitation.
paper. It has
luster wax?
Luster wax, but at first it's on watercolor paper, so I watercolored it with like a gray, but then I hit the important parts with the luster wax and it just pops it.
Here. Yeah. Very pretty. All right, here's one from Pam. Now this was another interesting idea. She did it on a paper and then I think sanded off.
Yeah.
So you can see the outlines. I love that. And then just used her other papers to decorate. Here's another one from Tanya. This is so pretty too, and it just goes with her style.
That shabby chic look.
Yeah. And that one, I think it looks like she inked it with just a light brown. Really pretty. And here is, check this one out from Lisa Hole. All right. It's shiny. Isn't that pretty? She took her teacup and added that on there. And it looks like the silverware is like printed on there. It's crazy. Her background, I love it. So make sure you check out the blog hop and you can see how these were made. Okay.
I think that's it.
Is
as
that
far
it?
as the samples go.
Wow. I mean, what do you think, guys? Round of applause. Yeah, that was crazy. Tanya says she used luster wax on the card too. Okay. Love the 3D folder. Oh, thank you. I love silverware. I'm going to show you it sometime. I mean, I have boxes of it. My thought was that my kids were going to get married in a field and we would have mismatched vintage china and silverware. And of course, they never did that.
They all have their own ideas.
I still have my stuff. And now I'm making embossing folders. Wow. Whatever. Okay. So let's see. What time is it? It's 10 after 1. All right. I know the team has blown Laura away again. Next stop, blog hop. Yes, please go in and check it out. Now this, we usually do the sneak peeks. We just kind of put a little taste. Throughout the month, we'll be doing the full tutorials, but some of them do have tutorials up there now.
Like Sarah Lizzie's does.
Sarah Lizzie's has, I think Jenny has on hers, Jenny Marples.
No, she's going to though.
Oh, she's gonna,
she put
okay.
a couple of them,
I read them last night very late. Okay. Well done, team. Bursting with inspiration. Thank you, Sizzix. That's how I feel. And I mean, I can't wait. Just out of that, I've gotten so many ideas of things that I want to try. So what I thought I would do is kind of go to our other camera and just quickly go through and put them together. And if you have any questions, you know, just ask us and we will try and answer. They go together really easily. Suzanne says, wow, 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 I have no words for this. All of it so amazing and inspiring. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. You're inspiring too. I love seeing what she's creating. And thank you to the team for, or I mean, to the fan club for posting your ideas, because we get idea. It all works together. It's the big circle of inspiration. So keep doing it, okay? All right, so I am gonna put the camera. Wait a minute. All right, Madeline is still there. All right. Now.
She's waving you off.
Okay. I'm trying. Okay, now we may have a little thing. Remember last time we were trying to figure out how to do this, right? But Susie, can you see if it looks good over here? Because maybe I should stand over there and then wait, we could just move this. Oh,
so dicey.
Oh, it is. All right, we're moving our laptop over here so we can hopefully see comments. We'll see how it goes. Oh, she's got it all laid out so beautifully. Okay. So it looks like the first thing we're going to show you.
Well,
I
didn't want it to be an empty
not?
nothing.
No, why not? I'd like to show you some of the things that I have embossed and just let you know what they are. This is a glossy cardstock, not too heavy, and then I did luster wax, and you're going to find that a lot of the effects involve luster wax. This is metal. This is just a sheet of aluminum metal, and look at the detail of that. And let me see if I can find those little, yeah, there's the bride and groom. Can you see? There's the groom's face and the girl with her. I love it. This one is, this is metal with adhesive on the back because I was going to put it behind something. So it has kind of a sturdier feel, but also very pretty. This is a piece of cardstock with luster wax, 2 different colors. I think I did silver and rose gold.
That's pretty. I like that.
One,
that's really different, actually.
Yeah. I was just playing. This is just a piece of single-sided thin cardstock. And even that's cool.
Yeah.
There's a strip I had. Yeah, this one, I inked the background of the cardstock, or of the folder, and it didn't quite stick, so it kind of beat it up, but I still like how that came out too. And with the gold. This one is thick chipboard. That one, I don't know what I did wrong there. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I like some better.
You didn't commit.
I didn't commit.
You didn't commit.
This one I think is pretty. And that's just a heavy craft cardstock.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then I did kind of press a little to get into these. Usually I like to leave it sitting on top, but I kind of went into it. It looks more vintage to me. And here is a white cardstock, heavy cardstock with the silver. Luster wax. And I did do a lot of silver because, I mean, silverware is silver. This I did on a velvet, like a heavy, I don't know what it is. I got it at Joann's. I just thought it was cool. So it's very subtle, but it's still kind of cool. It did emboss. The only one I don't recommend is vellum. This one kind of cracked. It's too thin. I like the idea of it, but I ran it through twice. So I would say with less pressure, this could work, but I think it's a little thin. Still cool though. So what I want to show you is this last one, which this I think is my favorite. And this was done on a piece of black, thick cardstock, black on both sides. And I ran it through, and then I did silver luster wax on top. So let's just quickly do that. Here's my folder. And I can't remember if I spritzed it or not. And Susie is pointing to my
sandwich.
Thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a little spritz. I don't know if this is so thick. I think it would just go deeply, but you know, might as well. All right, wait a minute. Let's make sure. No, that's embossed. This is okay. I always have to feel this, and I know that the part that sticks out is going to press from behind, and so this is my finished side where it pops up. Okay, so since this is a 3D embossing folder, you're only going to need one cutting pad, and I usually start lighter, and I also angle it so that it doesn't take all the pressure in one and make it harder to start. So I'm going to roll that through. I'm going to do that twice. And the end of it is kind of getting a little squished. No big deal. I will trim it off when I'm done. And are you ready? Look at that. I mean, it's pretty, but let's see what happens when we add a little bit of luster wax. And I just want to show you how I do it. You, of course, do it however you like. I don't have my sponge up here. Bring it. I meant to. I have a little sponge, like a surgeon here. You know what? Let me just run down and get the sponge because it. Susie will.
Here, I'll show you more of her samples again. This is what we're hoping to end up with. It starts like this. The black cardstock, yes, and just the difference. Yeah. I don't know if you brought it up. I don't know what the sponge looks like. Is it?
Well, it's like a little red. It's like this.
Huh.
But we'll just do a different color. So I got these. They're like shoe polish sponges. So I got them on Amazon. So what I do is I just take my little palette knife, and I am going to put my glove on for this because it can get a little messy. And then I just spread it on here. Now this has several coats, but it doesn't seem to matter. And I load that up pretty well. And then I have my, because this gets everywhere. Hang on. Oops. So I'm just going to start going over this, and you can see.
Oh, that's beautiful. And you're not using a lot of pressure on that.
No, I'm just like
loading it.
Yeah. So the lighter you go, the more delicate the impression. But on this, I kind of did like the thought of going down and doing kind of background too. So it looks different with whatever color you're using, but this is just so dramatic. It would be beautiful on the cover of a book, as we saw some people used, but I think there are a lot of possibilities here, and the detail, I can't say enough about how amazing Ryan is, the guy that does these 3D folders. He is just, gets better and better. Look at that. I mean, that is just amazing, isn't it?
Stunning.
Yeah, in like 2 minutes. That's all how long it took to do it. So, you know, if you had a book, you could, you know, you'll see on the blog, there are a couple. Jenny Marples has one that use this technique. Really cool. So, but see, here's the difference. That's the, see, I really did get down into those cracks, but there's still like a little outline of the black. So I love it. So if I really worked on this, I could rub that down into it and do the same thing. Still don't know where my silver sponge is, but it'll turn up. So that is the folder, and that's basically how it works. All right, you guys know that. But if you don't, if you've never seen this before, then you No.
Well, and to see that on black cardstock,
Yeah,
because I don't start with black cardstock very often,
either.
so that's good to know.
I don't either, but that would be beautiful on the front of a card, and even like a masculine, I think that would be cool. All right, so the next thing, let's just cut a sunflower, and this is very basic. You guys know how to cut stuff, but here's what it looks like, and we'll just go through the elements of it. We've got the big petals, the little petals, the center. This is meant to be kind of the bottom part of it, but you can also use it as a petal or its own flower. Each of these things, you could just cut out, 10 of those and make a flower out of that, and it would be that size. So when you're making an arrangement, it's nice to have different sizes in an arrangement. So I like to do one that combines all of them. Then I do one big one medium, one little one, and that just adds interest and variety. But this one is the foam one. So you can see I've just staggered, and I see that I chopped one off there. But, maybe a bee came and ate that. I don't know. So, and then you can add your subtle shading and things. Oops, sorry. Thank you. Susie's moving my arm. And you can add your own touches to this. All the supplies that you may have at home, try them out with it. All right, I got to see what people are saying. You're absolutely loving the metallic coming out from colored pencils. Watercolors now to show these pastes. Oh, so real.
A shoe polish sponge.
Yes, that's what it is. Thanks, Sharon. So anyway, here's the die, and then you have a leaf. Okay, this is, one of the varieties. This is the variety that I chose. I don't know what the name of it is. It's kind of, to me, a basic sunflower. But what we're going to do is first we're going to let's cut our leaves first. So I'm going to put this is my Sizzix cardstock, which works out great. And this is the center. So let's cut these, and then we'll cut our petals. Forgot to get a thread.
Can you tell me where to go look?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, well, the drawer of if you sit at my desk, the one on this side, top drawer. Okay. If Susie comes back with this, it will be a miracle. All right, so we have a center. Our little, I think it's called a sepal, but I'm not sure. And I cut two. I mean, while I'm cutting them, it just makes sense to cut a couple. So I have them in my stash. So, and the other thing that I found out by mistake was if you cut these and it kind of goes over, you have little mini flowers. So when I was cutting them out of felt, it's like, oh, I didn't have to cut 100 little finlets. I can just lay that on there and just chop around, and those are cute little leaves. So then we're going to cut. Now this is 4 layers. I think we should be good. And I'm going to wind up with some leaves that are yellow and other things, but I can always take my inks and go over them and change the color. Or I can make yellow leaves if I want. And I am going to roll over this twice because it's 4 layers of pretty thick cardstock. Charlotta says, so happy to see a big flower. Yeah, Charlotta, I think that's when Charlotta joined me. That was probably 5 or 6 years ago when I first started doing the lives. And we did a whole series on flowers because I had a bunch of them come out. And I missed them. So I'm glad we have more. Did she find them?
Those?
Cute. Those will work. Are they Brad's?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the second drawer they work. Oops. It doesn't matter. They work. No, they work. That's good. Yeah, this is a little bit too much probably. But yeah, whichever. I don't know. They're all pretty. Show them what you found. Aren't they pretty? I don't.
I'm going to do the little heart.
Do whichever one you want. And you know what? If any of them turn out like if you had to rip them a little, when you layer these, you're not going to really know. So don't worry about it. Actually, we have all our flower cards. So I'm just going to put those over here. So now I'm not going to get into all of the different, things that because we have like a little foam mat, and you can, well, actually I can show you on here. You need one of these stylus tools, but if you want to make these dimensional, since this is foam, I'm just going to kind of do a little demo. You would just take it and roll it up here. And that's how you get your nice, don't get it over a cutting line or you might chop your, but anyway, that's how you get that. But we'll do a whole video on shaping a flower and all that. Right now, I just want to show you how to assemble it, but really it's any way you want, you know, you just take your different size flowers, and I usually start, look at that, how pretty, thank you. I feel like I'm doing surgery here. She's like my surgical nurse.
I'm on it.
You are.
I'm doing the work of two since
crazy. Since
Karen's in Canada.
That's true. Karen would be also, yeah, nothing better when we get the full team here. We're doing our best, guys. Okay, I seem to have lost one of these somewhere.
Or they could be cut together.
Yeah, they might be. I don't think so. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, so what you do is, you know, or you could take a bone folder at the same time and do it that way. You know, just kind of, I do, you know, I like dimensions. So, you know, you could just go through really easily and stack these up. And then, you know, the big trick about this die is to alternate the petals so that they, you know, look like full.
And I use glue, actually.
Yeah.
Like when I did the flowers that I cut, yeah. I did 3 layers and then cut it in half. And then I did the 3 smaller layers and cut it in half. And then I glued those ones together.
Yeah.
But just the lightest little bit of glue, right, so it doesn't get all bulky.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, you get the idea. And then, all right, well, let's change this out a little. I'm gonna put that on top. So, you know, just kind of stagger your shapes, but keep it mostly in the middle because we are gonna have to overlap that. So that's it. I mean, and then you take your brad, or if you were using a twist and style tool, that's when you would put the center in here and put your stem on. Yeah, see, if I had glued it first, this would have gone a lot quicker. But it works. And you could always just stack them on there and then spin them around after, you know, if they're movable. So however you want to do it. And then just secure your brad, and then this is ready to go. Oh, wait, we forgot about the center. Now you can.
Well, I thought that you were going to do the brad to keep it together, and then you could do this.
Well,
on
you
top.
could do that too if you domed this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could just glue that on. You know, however you want to do it. If you have a flatter brad, this is kind of dimensional, but that's even kind of pretty too.
I like that. Yeah.
I know. So you could just leave it like this and stick it on a card. Have your little leaves sticking out the, you know, underneath. And what's nice is you can flip them either way, so you have kind of 2 different flowers. And then this is kind of optional, or you can add several layers of them. You can bead it. I cut it out of felt and beaded it. I mean, you can go crazy with it, or you can just keep it pretty simple. So that's the flower, not that hard. Let's do our box just quickly, because I think, and then we'll go to, we'll finish it off. But thank you for your patience here. All right, now this one is pretty tight. What I do is I want to have this here. All right, let's go over the parts of this die. This is the body of it. So you're going to need 2 to make the 4-sided box. This is the bottom. This is kind of a decorative piece, and these are also decorative, but these little triangles fit in each little triangle here. Okay, sorry. All right, this stupid lighting is driving me crazy. All right, so as you can see, when I go to put this on here, it's really close. So what I want to do is I want to have my full square. But down on the other end is a tab. So if I kind of cut a little of that off, I'm not that worried about it. Again, I'm trying to pack too much stuff on one die. but it works. So I'm just rolling this through. I think for that little, just going to go over that star because that sometimes likes to stick. That's pretty complex needles there. So here's our.
Here's what you cut 2 or just 1?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm going to cut. Well, yeah. Let's cut 2. All right. So we don't need all of these little pieces for this project. I'm just going to show the assembly of the box.
Basic.
Really. Yeah. Got a little thing popping out there. All right. So I'm just going to cut 1 more of these, not the whole. Actually, if you're going to make a lid, you would. Well, why not? Why not? Rolling it through, I might as well. Sorry about that. Forgot I needed 2. Let's see. When did I make this box last? Oh, last night.
Maybe when you should have been sleeping.
I probably should have been cutting them out at that time. I wouldn't have had to. All right. Oh, I did the wrong end. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so these are really the things we need. So let's put this together. Thank you. She is magical, I'm telling you. All right, so now we have 2 of these, and so simple. All we're going to do is we are going to add adhesive here on the tabs. Surprise, like we usually do. And here, then we're going to bend it. Let's go this way because we have a long piece here. And I cannot wait to see what you guys start making. And don't forget to put it in the fan club. And also make sure you comment what it is that you want to make with this die. And if you don't think of it right now, put it in later. We have like a week to get ideas. And then I feel like I need to maybe make a little list of what everybody comes up with. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. And then you're just going to bend, bend, bend. All right. So here's half the box. Bend, 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 bend. And actually, when you put this together, this piece here can get in the way. So I'm kind of glad that that is cut away. So now what you could do is you could peel this away if you want this to lose a little bit of the bulk. The only thing you have to remember is if you do it from one, do it to the other so that it's balanced. But I'm just going to leave this on here right now. If I can get it off. Oh, she even has the little, I will use the tool as I'm instructed.
It's faster.
It is faster. But get the, I watch these videos where people are just whipping that thing off there. All right, now one thing to remember when you're putting this together is to keep the bottom straight. So think about it as you want them all to sit flat on the ground, all right? So just make sure that you line the bottoms up here. So this here is a continual line, all right? And then you just wrap it around, match it up, and line that up. And that's it. And then if you could use glue, just make sure that you clip it and make that, you know, let it set, because these are the only places that, you know, this is keeping the whole box together. So you want that nice and secure. Okay, now to make the bottom, thank you, Susie already pretty much did it. Sometimes I add glue, sometimes I don't, because it really just sits in there so nicely. The trick about this box is you have an angle here, so you can't, you know, do a flat thing. That's why we have these kind of angled so that it all works. But if you're going to put on adhesive, I would put it on first and then just drop it in.
I put mine when I did the nightlight thing. I put it on the edge
inside
here. And put it down and then pushed it down into it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just do it like this. And push it down. But same idea.
But I already have glue on the inside.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, that's a good idea. And depending on what you're putting in there, yeah, you probably would want to have glue. But that's it. Okay. Now, if you wanted to make a lid, same idea. So you're just going to bend these over. And this is just kind of a finishing piece because it, there might be some fluctuation if you're using different materials. So this just kind of covers
pretties it up
and makes it look nice and flat.
Charlotta said you could put photographs on the sides and make a photo box. Yep.
That would be so cute. Oh, yeah. Like a little scene. Even
somebody else
did a panorama or something.
Karen also said something about using photo cube paperweight.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a good weight.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So if you wanted to make a lid, these are pretty skinny, but I had to do it because of the angle and room on the die. So what you would do is just add a little piece of adhesive here and set these in. And these fold down. Let's just do it.
I was going to cut the sides off, so I only had this flap and that flap to worry about. The front.
You could, but it kind of helps it stay down.
It helps it stay closed, yeah. But so if I use a different kind of closure.
Right, then you don't need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to put a lid on. I mean, if you were going to make like that little travel thing like Joyce did, you don't even need a lid. So,
right.
But it's there if you need it. So then you would just... And this, I will say, if it's going, if you're going to be opening and closing it a lot, really secure this down. Or you might want to hinge it with chop off the flap, put a little washi tape on the outside and the inside so it can open and close a little easier. But if you have something that you want to package inside, then I would, please, come on. Nails. All right, so whatever side you like. And what's kind of cool, what I like about it is that these angles are wacky. Like the bottom is like this, but then the top is like that. It's like twisted. So it's just kind of fun. So put those other ones in and press. And then you've got your lid. And once you have it inside, you might want to put a tab or something so you know which is the part that you should open, because you can't tell from the top. Get in there.
Well, if you decorate the front of the box like Karen's had that element on the front,
then you would know.
Then you would know. Yeah. And
then this kind of finishes out the top too. So if you cut 2 full sets, you would get the box. Now that little star, what you can do, and we'll do a video on this, you can take your big bite and you can punch a hole here and put a little knob. And I didn't have a chance to do that.
On the blog, was it Sharon?
Yeah, somebody.
Sharon?
Yeah, Sharon Curtis has one on the blog. So go ahead and look at hers. But same idea. So, or you can use it as a star. And again, all of these other little pieces come with it. And you can, I mean, now I'm seeing nothing but Christmas trees. But what they were designed for, because I had the room and I thought, I'm just going to put them on there, is they will fit if you wanted to decorate like Madeline did, or you could, set them in however you like to give a little more dimension. You can color them, luster wax them. You could do anything. I was thinking too, like a little shaker, which if you look on the blog, but Bona has made like a little shaker. So if you cut a couple of these and cover the, under here with your plastic and then put your stuff inside and just shake it around, I thought like a little keychain like that would be so cute. So there's lots of little projects you can do too. And then again, you have your square like Karen, you can make a book from it. So many ideas, guys. And sorry that we kept so long, but I wanted to make sure that we shared everything with you. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the team for all of your amazing projects. I want to thank Susie for helping me out today. And who else? Thank you to everybody for watching and for being part of our community. Look at that artful little thing here. Oh yes, look at it. Okay. All right, so here's the collection, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your time today, and we will see you on Thursday, okay? All right.
Leave your comment.
Yes, don't forget to leave your comments because you can win a set of the dies, okay? All right, thanks everybody. I'm gonna go through tonight. I will be reading forever and I can't wait to see. Thanks guys, bye.